forced to relocate and cut off from water and power. A disbarred Chinese human rights lawyer has been forced to move 13 times in 2 months. It's part of a broader campaign seemingly to harass prominent rights advocates in Beijing. Now a victim is speaking out.
In the past 2 months, we have been forced to move a total of 13 times. This is the newest house we have stayed in.
In a borrowed apartment on the outskirts of Beijing, human rights lawyer Wang Chuangzang explained the situation he's in.
On the second night, right after we moved in, the police came to our door and said that we had trespassed in the house illegally, and then asked us to handle the situation. Then they started taking a series of measures to harass us.
Unidentified men guarded the Wang's family door, barring them from going outside. After the group showed up, Wang's landlord broke his lease with the couple and tried to chase them out by cutting off water, gas, and electricity. To cope with the inflicted blackouts, the couple installed a solar panel and stockpiled drinking water and food staples. The same scenario occurred repeatedly over the past 2 months, when they were asked to leave several hotels the same day they checked in.
We don't even have the most basic, normal life. My son isn't able to go to school and is followed by a group of unknown people every day. And the police come to our door in the middle of the night.
Wang's wife recounted the ordeal and couldn't hold back her tears.
When we moved into a new place, people who claimed to be the landlord came barging in the middle of the night when we were sleeping, shouting and cursing, and they grabbed our child and picked him up off the bed. And in the middle of the night, they threw us out of the house.
Such harassment is a widespread legal practice used by Chinese authorities. The goal is to pressure those deemed troublesome into leaving Beijing. Curious timing adds to the situation. Wang's evictions came as the country's capital hosted a series of high-profile visits by foreign dignitaries, including French President Emmanuel Macron, Germany's foreign minister, and most recently, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Wang and his family are just some of those being targeted. One of his colleagues is under similar pressure, while another was forced to flee Beijing. A fourth lawyer was detained along with his wife. The four are members of a group known as the 709 Lawyers. The figure refers to July 9, 2015, when Chinese police arrested hundreds of human rights lawyers and activists nationwide. Wang and the other three were all disbarred during the clampdown, but continued practicing law after their release. The group is known to defend adherents of Falun Gong, a meditative practice based on the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. Since 1999, countless Falun Gong practitioners have been jailed, tortured, or even killed for their organs. Defenders of Falun Gong are also subject to Beijing's repression. The most prominent is lawyer Zhe, who was detained and tortured multiple times since 2006. He went missing again in 2017 and has not been heard from since. This April, the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Committee held a hearing concerning the whereabouts of both Gao and other prisoners of conscience.